Now nag ñu dem si ndey bi léegi xam nga ko gars yi waxee ñu dem si ndey bi léegi naka la modistic sports
boppam bi
waaw
xanaa da ngaa indi information yi.
ah ah no I did a little bit of digging xam nga man sama mbir rek foog ma dugga si affaire yi ma dem seeing the list of players ya ñoo nekk on management and PR up to about 11 players are registered under him under Modustic man tur bi nag moo may njëkk a lifin Modustic booy tur bi fu mu jógee booy
Jama, pretty modistic be it's actually quite very funny, because I'm gonna like time is cool, because my one though. So at the time I'm gonna manage an artist, Actually nyari artist, MLK at one time Cha the key. Amadou Cham that Viper.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm not regular on rap academy. So I'm not yeah, man the mother like one time, yo, I'm modestic, boom, 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 boom. I'm not come here, so to be nakala nickname me and then after my watch school, madam on I know in a couple of radio stations, radio on FM with George Christensen,
Yeah.
may so that's in peace. And after my West Coast, so madam on West Coast, I didn't go as a sport journalist or anything, because my done science, so my watch I did like computer science, and before all that, School of Nursing and but them buy,
Yeah.
but them storage computer science. And then so my employment at West Coast, Bubaka Kamara by Gamma Sports, and then still had them take over Gamma Sports, .gm at the time, and also Maneko was an IT manager, assistant IT manager more or less, responsible for adverts and slotting of adverts and everything digitally done. So one time, already been lack on a sports presenter, Jamie Father wants to feel so Peter Mone Taya read sports, Mone Kobe, yeah, because you always update the game of sports, and then dang malanjo reports, and then we read it out. So today it's your turn. So madam manako, I never know how studio controls are, so them and mudo them will fade up and everything. Mudo that, then the following week when my Taya hope as offer. New them, then mudo the major some slots. One of them was on 95.3. When you do anything you want, anything you fan, and so on. Be a dancer fan and so on. Sila nakala sila do the DJ, so probably modestic this is modestic. Like some Colombian artists, doing dub plate for me and even some Jamaican artists, the major I dub plates, and everything. So like literally that modestic with Nakatu London anyway. So it was more like a joke form of thing, and then man, okay, you know what, modestic.
Yeah, let's continue with the modestic. Internet baa ngi break affaire bi de fu mu nekk nii.
Hello?
Yeah, hello. You are back. Yeah, you can continue.
Wow. Yeah, Madi.
Yeah, internet
hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
So literally, so literally, after say nakala lon la dore da, and then it was time to, because after West Coast, that might feel like okay, that money don't for Obi like like never put Obi but then still by West Coast that anyway, and then them really Banjul, Neka for our Secretary General. Then at the end, I wanted to change like a few things that with regards to government football. Because when they can get sports online, like West Coast, them lang some of our players making certain moves, and then business certain players, you boka Odeon Igalo like league like even generation, but then Igalo getting players he did it. Like same kind of more than but at the end, players super play in that particular league for about 5 years, then it's like this, So it was something I just wanted to change, okay, I'm gonna be a scout. My daughter make a scout for some agents. Invite guy over to Gambia. We started doing one or two things, and then I think 2015, 16, 17 years. That money, you know what? I need to go fully fledged, and be like a licensed agent, like licensed agent, So,
Yeah.
that's just my journey, I think.
I was always interested in the story of the Modu stick. I know, of course, yaa ngi tudda Modu, of course, dina jógee si dara daal, so whatever they be, foog ma dugal ko
Yeah.
rek, boobu lay dooree. But that's nice. Yeah,
Mm.
because I think Ndaus, yeah, I went to Ndaus too in junior school, so I don't know, maybe different times, and also the man get yaa ngi wax school of nursing and stuff like that. So yeah, maybe along this line, West Coast Radio, I was living close to West Coast Radio, all those kind of things. So maybe la xamee before my BID journalist or something like that. I think Kenya, I living in Dal. I have not cross nen part Dal somewhere. But anyways, modestic, you you have about 11 players on your list, including most of them Gambians.
11 officially.
If you
11 officially on the transfer market.
Yeah, exactly. 11 officially on the transfer market, and then one manager. Of course, most of them are Gambians, and then one Senegalese player. We don't have a lot of agents in Gambia. We don't usually, like, it's not something Gambia, they are very talented in terms of football, but players didn't have chance and stuff like this. So having a fully fledged agent, Gambian, I think it's a big welcome to Gambian football. Like before, like coach, like I know you're young aspire because borom bagasi ki fu nekk la duga coach si lu nekk la buga duga waye boy lolu mo da mu nekk suma boss fi ni. So coach naka ngay rafet lu wé
no, which like sorry Chama nakala, which actually for man is actually a compliment to chair.
Yeah,
no one meant to compliment because for more okay, not every agent knows football.
Yeah.
Not every agent knows talent.
Yeah.
That's why under some of the agencies, you have what do you call scouts? I understand, and I always believe that so coach and a coach being coach, is actually really good because then okay, like I can actually tell you that try and not be a coach as well, okay? Because Damabu gonna have that knowledge of being everything in football.
Yeah.
Like how it feels to be a player.
Yeah.
Even though playing football, because you know, okay, then like if you're a Gambian, you actually play football. I'm not gonna come. I never made it professional because I never did because I am one. But playing football and then the reaction outside of some fans, they gonna coach now. Actually, now what time? Okay, New Germany. How many anybody have New Germany? But New Germany, Bokana see new form, and at one time already I was assistant coach of the team, and then one of the games guy that head coach, boy, I'm coach young Africans league, I think. When you got that, I had to take over. Yeah, so I understand the reaction outside of some of the supporters. No more than a journalist, and then to finally okay, you know what? All these components of football, how you gonna react to people. No more that I can advise players one guy, okay, in as much as I feel like play, but the reaction from outside is this and this and this. I understand, which I believe that it helps, to make a complete package. So Chair being a coach, it's actually very good. Chair being someone coming into football management as a form of a scout is actually very good. Who knows? Legacy is gonna say goodbye to coaching, goodbye to like everything, and become an agent, which is actually quite good. Even small boy, who is now Maurice Bakary Bojang kuneka nakala Belgium with Yanko Minte. Nakala bumo play football, madrid nako. Bumbaya football neka coach it. Man kono want listen this and this and this and this. But mo neka scout and then league montam neka na agent. So I believe that in as much as nabuga neka agent because this now nobody in Gambia okay, like they're doing it, but then the thing is, Lloyd it's gonna go like another. But then time you're gonna be in a very big problem. And time we would like right now one of the jobs because FIFA League is asking everyone to do this exam. Nyada ni nyoham like the FAR, like the football FIFA football transfer regulations, for example. Because you okay, fine, you just want to do a deal and blah blah blah. But it's more to that training compensation, solidarity compensation, even how much an agent can get as a commission, and nothing I advise a player like legally. So all of these things are all under a package. It's gonna give some people a problem, and just because of also you're an agent, Being an agent is very, very difficult. Okay, that's why I started as a scout. But when I get scout, obviously I was proposing players to people, scouting players for them. But then when they feel like, you know what, I'm putting myself in the position being I'm led. Now I don't need those people, but I can literally call anyone, in the football business. I understand, and then try to do something directly.
Yeah.
And now the contact of people doesn't mean that you have to bug them or to disturb them on their telephone every time.
Yeah.
If I had a player ready for Manchester United right now, I will not just my telephone call Eric Ten Hag, my main number, okay, or Edu in Arsenal or Perimeter Saka or anyone. But then the thing is, now is the time when I'm okay. You don't have the player at hand, but then when you feel like you have the player, and then trust me, so contact those people, even though they don't know you. But in football, when you have the right product and at the right time, they talk to you.
Yeah.
They talk to you. And what is more important in this business is to build trust. Trust is very difficult to build and to have, but then easy to break.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So
how about this one, coach? What with Musa, this is some kind of coach. You have a lot of tons of questions for Beyai, but also you like liggéey bu moo def tamit xam naa ne defal nga ko torop, so I will give you the floor to react to that.
Wow, Chama, nga Beyai moom kon waa waxee rek Beyai dictionary. soo déggee li ko right now nii moom di nga xam ne borom xam-xam la macha allah catu ma ko nag yéen a la cet jiitu waaw Chama mi ngi wax lu important si moom liggéeyam understand nga ak man tam suma liggéey te lu mu wax dëgg la football dafa yaatu te football ku la gënal nga si ground bi rek comme tey for exemple laa ji solo mooy man maa moom su maa you are all agent for example man being on the ground understand maa gën a advantage dan moom comme loolu moo jéem a explain parce que man maa ngi liggéey place day to day comme like interaction bi ak everything xam nga si man la ma gën a easy but then again liggéey nekkul benn understand because scouting dafa métti agent dafa métti so ñu bëri dañ ma def foog ne man agent la man du ma agent man I am a scout you understand man I am a coach. First of all, that's me. I'm a coach. But anything that has to do with sports, generally, man si loolu la nekk Chama yoo xam nga.
Definitely.
Because su ma duggoon si bëre Beyai ma duggoon si bëre da ngay noo ci bëre la gën a xam. You understand? Man noonu la ma yàlla bindee yàlla dafa natoo sports. But coming back to the topic mooy jëf agency bii nii. Beyai gis nga football soo si ne nga bëgg a dara you have to learn. You have to bring papers, documents, license. pour nit ñi xam ne dëgg la you build business foo dem taxaw nit ñi nañ la mën a naw mun laa recommend not ne da nga ñëwee di wax am naa li mun naa li déedéet it's beyond that it's more than that right now mu doon dee da nga need evidence te evidence mooy nga am CV wane kayit wane lettre wane ne liggéey nga ñi ak ñi comme te ni nga amee Beyai mu nekk ak am place yu manage or yu mo seen agent soo tabee Beyai mu appear in all platforms so loolu mooy going forward loolu moo si nekk man mi di wax yow nii def naa suma license as at now may wax nii next week maa ngi war a start another online course man every day maa ngi jàng man si jàng rek laa def understand I studied talent identification which is part of scouting you understand because ñu bëri dañ jëf foog ni it's only about the technical ability of a player did it it's more than that the physique the how to call it the attributes yu mu amee understand his body language surtout loolu because there was a player boo xam ne dañ ko drop because of his body language he's very talented but agent bi scout bi lu ma wax mu ma cee this boy is just 17 and he has this profile or this personality imagine if he becomes a millionaire kenn du ko mën a control moom noonu la ko joojee so all those things da nga ko war a jàng nga mën a xam understand nga mën nga gis team nga ñëw gis the most bright player understand nga di nga ko jël ñu jël koo xam ne he is more of a mun naa la gën a déggal coach bi ko la jëfal di yóbbu because of understand nga soo demee si tubaab bi dafa am leneen loo faa fekka it's not only about your talent it's first more than that tactically you have to be tactically aware tactically sound understand nga it's all about theory and practical so there are so many things to involve in football xam nga te man even suma coaching sax understand nga moo tax caa wana ko last skills dañu ne man dama mun a garab ma bëgg ci tubaab because man I'm seeing the future. Half spaces, really. They need to be ready for the next level. Pour Beyai liggéey mu yomb ñu ko war a yomb ñun as coaches. So mu la Beyai tamit understand nga li ma la bëgg a ñaan su dee na mun a nekk understand nga su fekkee mun nga organize a capacity building training with the coaches o nga ut ay partner comme mun naa train coaches capacity programme pour gars yi mun a gën a dimbale xale yi understand nga on their developmental aspect understand nga on what to face next if they go to the next level. I know it's a big task.
yaa ngi bëgg a put Beyai si spot bi de fii we are talking about.
Well, it's a Gambian. No, we need another Beyai. I'm not kidding.
But yeah, let's learn about his work, the agency, and then when it comes to the other things, you know, like we can ask him. Because sometimes you don't want to put don't put it on the spot. Well, okay, Beyai, you can react to that anyways. Your choice.
No, pro degabi lol doro na ko since, you know, and I'm not coach in Gambia. Man try pour jappale gaay them to nakala to anyway at the time UK la won, you know. Even a goalkeeper coach. I want to be a goalkeeper coach. Come in, man try pour you know, like Mudem Angleterre at the time. The English FA, I'm on some sort of training for the goalkeepers academy, and everything was successful. But of course, Club Ambi at the time going on support, which was unfortunate. And different coaches, you know, in different capacities. I'm not a relationship like that, and we still talk. You know, even them was one of the coaches. Come he's fighting for the league. Duma on the fourth division or second division, but then I want, you know, and then one clearly. Because the thing is, in as much as okay, because there is a perception people had before with me. Man, I only work with or for a certain club, okay? Which honestly at the time, Buman Nekon officially with them. They got like employed. Nyoma job. The belief and the chance. I understand. Why most they may feel like, okay, you know what? You want for a guy and then establish now a certain platform in Hamlet, even without me, it will go. Man, you know what? I'm sorry, but I'm leaving. You know, we're leaving to it. Man, I'm setting up my own company. And then learn more at this modestic new. And then I'm literally working with any club or with anyone in the Gambia Hamlet. They're actually ready to work. You know, and I'm not players with body or I'm not teams with body. Even some players, Snake, Kenan Monina Yobusa, with regards to transfers and everything with regards to advice. This like the secret on me. And then I secret from me, you know, and even not that, even speaking I can with an officer, the man, okay, you define you in a way, but read on you in a way electric will be protected. You know, don't you not but Mona name about 2 or 3 clubs. Yeah, they do that, the club president, they do that, you know, on transfer it's not even me doing it and then come on the table. You know, but they know okay. In as much as I'm not interested player and then you want player then I'm okay, Beyai is not jealous or something like that. Because do one of your players here, you know, so if another person can take them, fine, you know, not advice player not advice club. Then now it's up to the club now to say, okay, then go jail or then just buy player from them, you know, more or less.
Why they are so sawa ji music club.
Wow.
Well, any other thing, any other question I want to put Beyai? Because they want to be the world of agency.
Wow, Beyai. You better not like man ham nako. I don't want to put general for the new hamko. Understand? Because this one is sadibu organize a training bull club secretary. Because any institution work is secretariat more ame. But for some reason, there was one polemic about politics are going on. But later on, you don't want to even benefit in the okay, so one thing so I'm the guy hamnen ko si moy transfer how it works. You understand? My new point. What is training and solidarity compensation? What is that mean first? Secondly, nyata la or percentage la ak si ñan la wara dem ak ñan ñoko wara sét.
Anyway, for what I with this training and solidarity thing, for Gambia, it's going to be very, very, very difficult, for clubs to body what is due to them or what is not due to them. Why? Because you know how you work with these players. Dina Falcons, for example. Okay? And then Falcons Jaiko move them to Udense. Yeah? But before Chair move them on Falcons, Chair move on Baka United. Same Chair move on Gambino, the same Chair move on Relevant, the same Chair move on Fortune. How do you think clubs will have benefit from the training competition? When that same Chair, we want a Fortune, we want 12, one Falcons, we want 18, one 15, we want 16. That can feel like clubs will have benefit. At the end, clubs see some of the clubs want, you know what, because of you buy a player, then just buy come with them. But then the thing is, with regards to training competition, wow.
Yeah, balama rek. But yaa ngi explain naka lañ ko partager li ma bëgg a wax mooy nga ko laaj tontu mooy what is training and solidarity compensation mooy lan pour nit ñi understand loolu first.
No, training compensation it's something that has been brought by FIFA. Pour example, for example, like the minority group. The minority group in this case is more African clubs or to some extent South American or Asian clubs. Because, for example, you also train a player from the age of 12, and then player be young mom for, let's say, 15. And then obviously in Gambia, let's say player be back on the player, and then player bangi 15 or 16. Not transfer player to relevant. Why? Because relevant, the offering is something you cannot get. Or Bakayana is not getting like the platform to market player, but real amna access. So real player. FIFA is telling the club with general player, out of this fee that you spend on a player, reserve a particular amount. Being 5% is going to go to the clubs that train or the club that have trained the player. So in this case, like a player was in Baka United from the age of 12, 13, 14, 15, and then we move relevant when he was 16. Baka United are due 4 years of training competition, but the amount is going to be divided in a way. When you take up a lawyer or you take up a legally minded person can actually help claim it for you. Recently, the phone knock for like for a club. Japan and I'm training compensation, I also solidarity compensation. This is a player being okay, in as much as 24 years of age, but getting a play for this club in Gambia. And even before this club in Gambia, they wanna Senegal play for, they wanna play another team in Gambia. But then women approach and buy this is actually there for you. You understand? They were like, no, like I'm going, okay, I have someone that can help you get something. And that club just last week or 2 weeks ago, player be moved to moved to another country. You understand? And then there's a fee involved. A club will take making nothing less than 10,000 euros. The player from 6 years ago, 7 years ago, like the player club. So training competition is more start at the age of 12, they play at 23. But then players should make 24, 25, 26. That's when you can start also looking for solidarity compensation as well, But training compensation just stops at that at that age.
Okay, so training compensation is different from solidarity.
Yes, training is different from solidarity.
Okay.
To my next question. Payments.
Wow, to my next question, Moy. Okay. Yeah, want club or academic la compensate or la training compensation. Like in a case club will come down yang wa FIFA yen criteria la academy or team club am wara am pour muna am benefit from that because gis nañu Gambia bari na fi ay sur academy si understand ñu bari dañu register academy leen bo dañu register so pour nga muna am all those benefit na nga muna def ba nga ko muna am as a club was an academy in this case let's say academy.
No, like the different, okay. So if I can play be I'm not gonna explain that. But in this like training competition, most of the time you guaranteed that you will have it if the player moving, I think more than money involved in the fee. So that is more FIFA dañ ko def in a way bi nga xam ne even player bi mu ngi 24 25 26 you can still get in solidarity in a way bi nga xam ne naka la in a way bi nga xam ne di nga mën a benefit cause FIFA came with this, to stop the exploitation of young talents, or underdeveloping countries, because for example, so what a guy player from Gambia, okay, maximum boy mun am ñaata la players if we then joge for 10,000, for 15,000, 30,000, 100,000 maximum. Doo mun am 500,000, doo mun am half a million, or doo mun am 1 million, like Senegalese clubs in ko defee. I understand. My guess recently, Generation Foot, you guys and you player for now this Lamin Camera with them Mets. And then what did they do is because Generation Foot were actually very smart in it. I'm not a lot of Harleys, like from that, but they are registered professionally. So what they have to do is they have to repay or give something back, to some of those clubs in Senegal and the players in for. So they may online Nakaladin Kogis. But put answer to your question and more Nakala Academy see the benefit is. FSC is more like structuring yourself because training commission or solidary compensation is not the federation that will help you claim it for you. What the federation can do is they can help support. Help support in the sense that if there's proven a player be playing a Purio or academy or club, the massive federation be when you want the player passport. Player is not like Jefferson for a player passport. That's when you follow the legal like the legal routes, to actually file something. If it is a club amongst the TMSB, let's say 4th division, 2nd division club, the TMSB, you can actually do it on your TMS, like legally. If you're not on TMS now, you get a legally minded person to actually help claim it for you. Or FIFA right now, they've made it very easy that you can actually lodge all these claims legally. So let me say FIFA legal portal, but the 1st of May is actually used. So FIFA is making things easier for you. Okay, sometimes the federation, I'm not talking about GFF, but in general, maybe it's a federation. Okay, let's say Mangi, let's say Mangi, I'm position Senegalese FAB, and then I am club to the 10 gauge, for example, and then Chair Munginho, the claim training commission or solidarity, and then do Senegalese FAB, and I must play a passport of this particular player. Come the man. Mungi plays more in 10 gauge, but then man from the age of 12, at the age of, let's say Mungi move when he was 19, but the age of 17, 18, man, the ages are legally registered to 10 gauge. What is there now for chair of Baka United? Danaka Dara do Faneka, because obviously man claim now all those all those years. So chair league obviously there is no other way but claim training or solidarity compensation because the player passport if you been Johan Koko. But FIFA with this new FIFA legal portal, you can actually claim training compensation or solidarity, even without the support of your federation.
Yeah.
Okay. You must have been in the child, but I'm a child. If you want to move on,
okay. We are last one, boy, because we are almost close to 2 hours. We will cut them. We will cut the segments and then we share them. So got the swing guy.
Wow, be
okay, go ahead.
Beyai.
Yes.
Okay, one of those structuring agreement. Legi, in a case, I'm not case you I'm right now. I'm gonna have a call. Ibrahim Dabo, Neka Roma. I'm going to have through back will at me.
Wow.
Okay. Then before we them fini mungun Faragoff. Chow, one second, one Faragoff.
Yeah, Faragoff. Yeah. See Uncle Pa.
Okay. See Uncle Pa. Mu play Navetan fat play ni them bagwe. Legi, hanga mom club jay ko, dafa dem bagwe mu def training, kay gis ko yobbu ko. Legi ndax case bu case na non ndax academy mun nañu claim for training solidarity compensation.
Coach, hana jana sa academy nak wala la nu fa dem.
Non ñefu la jaar.
Well, okay. Su fekkee for example, okay? Su fekkee Roma, how Roma ban team lañ ko jëlé. But su fekkee Roma finance transfer fee, Ibrahima Dabo play na, for them. When you them to the GFF and then request for a player passport, they can actually lodge it, to FIFA. I'm gonna give you an example of Musa Juara.
Yeah.
You know, Musa Juara playing or he was in Real Banjo. Okay, and Real Banjo Nakalanjo Nakala transfer. like ñu ko la jox some form of compensation, in terms of xaalis. Ba mu demee Italy, for naa kii Verona it was or something like that. Real claim naka laay bina nañ to Kiev or to naka laay to claim for solidarity academy. But Kiev were like, no, this is a player he came to us, by boat and da. But Lolu still doesn't stop you from not paying what the African club in this case or the Gambian club in this case should get. And then Kiev were actually saying no, actually. But then when the matter went to FIFA, and then FIFA judicial body rule matter bit. Then gis ne like legally really Banjul are entitled to something because player we play na they got them na back way. But then so long as you proof in terms of natal or player bangla player or I'm not contract or something, all of those stuff, are there. So in this case of Ibrahim Adabo, how about that? I don't know the details. Okay, but if Sufek can play not to the with this academy ball one and then I'm then play a passport, you understand, from the GFF for the one and a wow, keep playing now and then academy time I'm then proof ne Ibrahim Adabo play now and then these are the pictures. Then 100%, Father Goff or the academy I'm in a case. Did because Roma League didn't go fight, but the matter none to FIFA and then FIFA what from this age to this age the player was here. This club are due solidarity compensation and they should be paid.
Okay. But I'm like I'm supposed to keep more on.
And then if you need help, like
I break out.
Need help, I just let me know. I can actually help you.
Nice.
Hello?
Yeah,
wow.
Hello?
Yeah, wow.
Wow, yama there.
Wow. I'm glad you.
Wow, no, man, if you need help, I can actually also help, I can actually help out, with it. And yeah, like so that all the documents are in place and then there's proof for it, then yes, you have a case.
Okay, lolu point lolu nañ ko watan after léegi am leen li mooy boole ko naa la ñaari question ko dama jaala benn bi mooy yëfi TMS ak ICT because su mbari dañ ko dee dégg di leen understand but boobu moom nañ ko bàyyi pour another day understand fi ma tëjee mooy lu soxal ñëpp loo xam ne ñëpp mun nañ jëpp transfert dem na woo ñëw na woo yëpp lii la xaalis understand te FIFA dañ ne they allow third party interfere third party ci every players transfer si because of lu xamu noonu diggante Mascherano ak Tevez if you can recall they are moved to West Ham understand nga so gars yi dañ dee avoid loolu léegi that being said yéen as agent you have a role to play you understand in transfer dealings ok léegi naka la transfer yi dee demee xaalis bi understand naka la ngeen koy tasaaree comme yéen si yéen ngeen war see mun a am play bi war see mun a am club bi war see mun a am si transfer fee bi naka la ko dee sédduwee xam na dañu mën a exactement nga xam wax ñu
non pour wala dégg bi yeah pour wala dégg bi every agent is due 10%. I understand 10% of every transfer. Okay. am na ñoo xam ne dañ lay request or dañ lay wax ne dañ bëgg a percentage si transfer fee boo xam ne club yi ñu ko war a jël which 100% is illegal. I understand am na yenn agent ñoo xam ne dañoo lekka from 3 sides dañoo lekka from club buy jënd player bi club buy jënd player bi ak even the player himself which 100% is totally illegal. I understand. Let's say in the case of a Gambian club, pro the garbage like what's 50,000 euros, for example, in football. And then man ma wara ñëw ci club man you know what, 50,000 euros go jama 10,000. You actually killing like club boobu because club be before you're not the biggest player before tolo. You understand? Club be maybe spending who knows, maybe even 40,000 euros already. Not only on that player, but the club in general, but I'm the player. So man, I'm not a fan of even getting transfer, even getting paid commission, from the player. Every transfer that I make sure I get the commission from the buying club. I understand? Or because obviously 10% should come, okay, from the player salary. Okay, no, naka from the player, sorry. But I'm not ñoo naka la dañoo dem si club bi wax gars ne okay, I need a 10% player, wax player bi ne fay ma 10%. But fee family in a way, you have the option. Actually, now you have the option of the player paying you 10% directly or the club. But man, I always say it's better full club and you for that 10%. Why? Because you never play every month salary. So then you calculate like let's say player 1,000 or let's say 5,000, like see Monday. So 5,000 times 12, the entire amount divided by 10 club B, that's what they will give you. Whether it's gonna be a one-time fee. Most of the time it's actually a one-time fee that sitting larger, and then you have nothing else to claim from the player. And then club now, you said, I'm or divide like every month from the player's salary or from his 1 month salary, more or less. But it's actually totally illegal, to eat or get a percentage from a club in Gambia, a club in Europe, and from the player himself.
Right.
It's totally illegal and it's undone. No, pour wala dega bi legi lola play am.
Yeah.
Okay, they do it in a way being am ne moy lolu. Pour wala okay. One of the instances bo am ne play am na ne most of the time they pay the commission. Lolu most of the time scenario.
Yeah.
I understand because I'm on a transfer scenario academy. So in that case, club is never fight commission. So what you do is now let a player be player won a certain amount. Let's say for example in this case 100,000 a player will from like see at the I understand the now player okay, you know what 100,000 now lola like why now them work club in 150 or 200 abuga. I understand. Players in Nange Munewa Lila, okay, the rest of the amount is what's like is what I'm gonna get as commission. Player in Nangu, then yes, you can proceed. But don't like the player be 100, okay, I'm like 100, anything above that, small boss. Like that means you could offer 1 million. 900,000 like Lol is undone because obviously you are working for the player, not the player working for you. And I always tell the players this: an agent is working for you. You're a boss. I'm not a boss. A lot of players are scared, more or less, with some of this agent. Even being an agent says more than something wrong, which is actually bad, because agent bank for because of without you, there's no agent. Without you, I won't be paid. So I am, like you're my boss, and players don't want to understand. When agents come in and start to tell them this, hey, you know what? I'm the one paying you, in as much as fire money directly, but stuff is small because of my play, long what I fight, more or less. So players sit down, what I'm understand, because I'm not feel like, players in your house and right that, players in your house and right. Put player and bright and from Gambia to outside, them play in team. Lolo mom, I was always about players in a bull fight, right? Because put all they go, so they may fight, okay, Lila Buga, next minute, thing I talk the Gambia, and you have in the game, but that But then so long as I get them, that's when you should start to open your eyes and ears. And okay, you know what? From now on, I'll get the much shit, and then likely.
Okay, nice. Coach, I think léegi moom jox naa sa question si daal is different. How ma dugga si
No, mu ngi amee beneen. No, mu ngi amee beneen. Loolu was the first question. Really second bi.
ma jox ko beneen bi.
No. Blame dama ko tinja. Ko cham yep claim time. Te xana time dina ko chama. Bañu ko biyan ko gawti am.
Yeah, time them na. But finally, you check a list of players. I think some interesting names are there. Kumeni Steve Tarawale, I think he's the biggest name in the list of players that is under your list. Generally, like okay, this is the official list. Generally, like, can you give us a number on nyata players under like currently on the modestic sports management?
Munala one now with nearly 100 players. I'm professional. Some of them are Gambians, some of them are not. Like so, you say, like I just include only Gambian players. It's because a trend being everyone on the list is gonna be Gambian. I'm an exclusive Gambian based agency.
Yeah,
you understand. Some of the players I work with them. I understand. They are not officially registered or listed on the transfer, on the modesty transfer market. but then I am still working with them. You understand? Even national team players, some Scorpion national team players, I'm still working with them.
Yeah.
Even some young retiring, so you understand, but they're not officially listed on there. Why? Because of some of them are co-representations, and some of them, I'm just like, listen, you know what? Even okay, my legal chair, my partner, chair, you know what? Kina neka under you. You understand? And then you cannot do anything without me, like per se. But then I just still wanna, because Puma neka agency one on the transfer market, I am like 50 or 100 players, Duma muna am that time to make sure that man for chess one problem, man for chamas one problem, man for kids one problem. Dama buga make sure that any player one problem, my dedicates more time, put make sure must sort out, for you. So I wanna be an agency there. We're gonna have a small list of players but quality. You understand? Instead of just the quantity one, okay, mine 1,000 players or 100 players, but my league Ghanaian players, my league with Nigerian players. Kena come in the Premier League. My league with Senegalese players. My league with a Guinean player as well. But they're not officially listed on the modesty. I just want to make it 100% Gambian thing. Okay, right now I'm Kenya. I'm making Gomez. And Lolo is because of that was an issue with people listening under one of the agents. So I just wanted to have that control on it. You know what? He's on the Modestic, and Modestic is the one that can move him more or less.
Okay. Yeah, that's another thing. When it comes to agency, like time, because if you are representing a lot of players, problems there never happen. Like because players team see they want the best interest of the team. Obviously, players see they are there to play football. They cannot represent themselves properly. So there's gonna be a lot of problems. How many players you have many big name players? Like for example, same agency, they only manage them alone. This is happening in football. I can give an example. For example, Liverpool, they have Mohamed Salah. I'm a Liverpool fan, so I know his agent is solely on Salah. And he's different class, like different breed of person. So there are George Mendes they have a list of players, but those are big companies with a lot of agents in the system. So it's not necessary. Maybe they represent the bigger ones, but there's a team behind it. What is the team behind Modestic? Like this now six transfer mad because now for another name. Like there is your name and there is also another name. What is it? Yeah.
No, team team in bank for the team is actually there and is actually growing. But then the footballer they be chama. I'm always like, if you have no interest or addition, to give to me, I don't need you.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I'm not criticizing us Gambian, but unfortunately, a lot of people what they see is Beyai Tuki, Beyai Beyai 1 million Mungfi, Beyai next million Mungfi, Tuki B academy, and then just announced transfers. So you're showing with that mindset, and I them Liga Beyai because of Liga clearly, number 5 this salary or they not travel. It's a wrong mindset. If you want to join me, come and join me. Put one, okay, you know what? Liga boy that I want to support. So anybody come and really on the Modestic, you have to show me some form of
value,
competency.
Yeah,
you understand? Some form of competency.
Yeah,
exactly. And then I'm the same mindset. We're here to help not only Gambian football players but African football players. More or less. So Lomota, the team is actually there. It's actually more than the 2 year digis, but officially 2 year for Neka. And so we say my list Mula Jasi for it's Mula actually liga in Amon. Marco Guinea, Gambia wouldn't play professional. I understand. Unfortunately, his career was a bit messed up. And that's thanks in part to maybe mistakes, some of the mistakes you make. And Lomota Maneko, you know what, I'm gonna bring you on board. Some mistakes you make known inside life. Because Mula was one of the best players. Maybe Che Hamnalo was one of the best players in Gambia. You understand? And his talent, but then I'm believing, okay, as much as make in his career, but make 1 or 2 mistakes. So, Momo the right person put advice to young players. One, you know what, they take the law. You understand? So they may they avoid the league. You understand? So, no matter anybody coming in, you have to offer a different dimension of what I'm offering, more or less.
Oh, nice. But I guess then there's not a lot of agents. Buma duge transfer my I was hanga Gambia moma different. So I will check a little bit Gambian agency Gis na a list of 5 names there, but not necessarily all of them are agents. Some of them are a scout in an agency or that's but come kumel ni you are registered on the Denmark, I believe, not on the Gambia. Because still guy visible. But I can understand why you can do all those kind of things because sometimes it makes the things easier. It makes things easier to working in Gambia than working in other places.
No, for what I dig for what I dig when I wanted to become an agent,
yeah.
Denmark helped me. Denmark helped me in the sense that they gave me the opportunity. In the sense that my doors were open, their doors were open, and then to actually be affiliated with the Danish Football Union or the federation was actually much easier. I remember at the time, I think maybe before this present executive, how long they've been here, but at the time, Malete, one of the board members or executive members, and then I was charged $5,000, to be with them. And then what told Halan, before paying the $5,000, what value am I actually getting? With regards to being registered with them, But then I'm doing business in this particular country. Madam, affiliate myself with them, and then it's easier for me to do business. And I pay my taxes, with them. I pay everything with them. Every player that is, that is there. And also clubs, whenever I take my phone to say, okay, my Nike, they will listen because they know that, okay, I'm affiliated with them more or less. But yeah, man, try to change that, in a way. I think now I'm gonna make everything like a home brand, home brand in the sense that it's gonna be Gambia. So I'm actually speaking with the federation to be actually now let's say transfer small with with them instead of Denmark, and then I'm 100% gonna be repping Gambia on transfer market and 100% representing Gambia on transfer room. Transfer room, which is a platform. I'm not sure many are aware, but it's a platform. It's really, really expensive. Okay, to have your player there, you have to pay £15,000, more or less. But if a transfer it's a platform. It helps you to get closer to decision makers in a club. Let's say, for example, your Chama, your Yai, let's say Yang Ineka, sport director of Manchester City, and then I'm the agent of Chair. So like Liverpool, and then my agent of Chair. Okay, so them online filling the details of Chair. I understand, but then the platform with the message Chair, then call send a text message or an email. Full like Chair is modeling via your agent, and then Chair will have to go online the same platform to accept our mobile, and then Chair will be verified, and I'll be verified on the platform. So let's say you're Chama, Liverpool sports director, you're looking for a striker, so you just play in the platform. You understand? Order different people, then you the pitch some players you recommend, and then Mama recommend Chair. You take a look at Chair. Okay, Chair, blah blah blah. Like even on the platform, express interest, and then from there, you start to communicate back and forth. And yeah, like to be honest, I think like on that particular platform, I'm actually on the Gambia, but for now, I'm the only like government agency mortgage. Like actually on that. It will be really good to have other people on it, but provided it's expensive, because you pay £15,000, like per year, and yeah.
It's new. It's new. The world of agency is new in the Gambia. Like we know there are a few who are doing it. Cherno Samba, and I believe he's registered on the England or something like that. And then recently ñu ngi gis ne ku mel ni Sirif Jaaju moom it mi ngi am license am so moom tam mi ngi ko da go Sirifo xam nga so boo tam ñu ngi ko rafet lu bu baax a baax and moom tam mi ngi wax ne am na ñu nekkoon foofu noonu so it's growing gradually and this is what we want to see because at the end of the day su la sa mbokk yi nekkee di la represent sometimes it makes life much easier than xam nga ñoo xamante ne ñi ngi jógee fële you don't know what their motives are and all those kind of things so yeah this is beautiful and we are very very like myself I'm very happy to see these things happening in Gambian football and xam naa ne Chetam he feels the same way so Beyai xanaa the show has been a little bit long though today, but it's 2 hours long. But lu ma def rek mënuma ko waxee mooy then dina cut these parts ma def ko own segment sam su ko defee suñu audience dinañ mun a yeah, you xam nga ne mën a have a focus on what lan leen discuss. But it has been a pleasure really to have you on here, Mr. Beyai. Che, do you have any final words you mën a sànnil Beyai before?
Sorry, Chama. Let me just come in here, okay?
Yeah.
There's a trend more observed, and I'm not mention to you know, maybe it's a Gambian brother more like I'm gonna even out like an outsider, which of course is true to me. But that doesn't mean it's a Gambian brother is Larry and it's more like from you. Doesn't mean daughter is an outsider.
Exactly.
You know, but the belief I always have is, and maybe Che, they experience Lolo. You understand? Some of some players, they are very much Bugma are racist in a way because it's a bad word to use, but they tend to put a white skin above you. You understand? Like even in the Gambian league, not in the league approving a player. Let's say one of the best players in the league, Nalo Holland, and then no, Mangi Sana been agent from Neka, Mungi Angleterre or Mungi Spain or something, you know, because of agent being Nakala, he's white. So they tend to believe that the white skin, and even you're the black skin, and then they give you no respect. But then they go and see that the white skin, whatever they're doing for them is not working. Then carry them astray or otherwise you are back. Bro, I'm gonna they tend to give you cock and bull stories, which for me, if you come with it, that's it. I'm sorry, but bye-bye, you know. So the thing is, put man advice play. They do all parties, whether a black skin, a brown skin, a white skin, whatever skin, even a purple skin or a red skin. Yeah, I understand. But so long as need for some interest, you understand, make sure you go with that person. Because in this business you have a whole lot of wolves, you know, they're just there because of how many like look at it, they got like agent B, you know, Halis be like Jorge Mendes, like you know, like other people what they make. I don't even make 0.5% of it. But then because they have the quality of they have the quality players on the clubs there after them. You know, but which player do I have Arsenal is gonna be after him? Even our best player, you know, right now in the national team, Arsenal is not after him or Liverpool is not after him, for example. But then when we have players that are of that level and then clubs here in the top, trust me, Chama. You know, you're saying okay, like Beyai, for example. You know, but but sometimes you know, things are going, you know, and hopefully with time because obviously you get slowly you get try to break the transfer record in Gambia. You know, how many before players that never go for 100,000, but league, you know, even 300,000 you get giant. You get try to put state. Nakala may play move for 1 million euros comes in next players, and inshallah with time, you know, Nakala load and whether with me or with Chair or with other people, you know.
Yeah, I'm not very question. Final question, but like about it, deals. Like you have gone through a lot of deals, right? So the challenging, the most challenging one so far, which one is it? Dealing with like, if you have to choose one.
Anyway, I'll say the most challenging is dealing with Nari.
Uh-huh.
And then Nari are very, very complicated. I remember for move a particular player out of Sinari, it was really difficult, you know. And obviously with the time difference, you know, Nari they most of the time work at night, and then you want to complete everything in the morning. So it was difficult. Another one I would say that was difficult was Michelin did them under you know, for 8 million. It was really, 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 really hectic. You know, in the sense that Michelin were not even looking for 8 million, you know. Yeah, exactly. You know, Michelin were not even looking for 8 million. You know, and just put your perspective. This is a player come named Gambia for, okay, do I mention amount, but even I got 100,000, for example, okay? Yeah. Horsens Jaya player for 200,000 to Michelin. And then imagine you're able to get 15 million for that player in 6 months, you know? So obviously, at the time, Michelin were not even looking for that. Michelin for now look for something less, you know, 2 or 3 or 4 million or something like that. But Hanga bottom under like more, you know, Mungam Halis and everything. So Munyo with a ridiculous offer, and then Michelin, you know, okay, Kim Munyo will leave. Then it means I'm not Halis, get them more. So what the price be? Yeah. So that was also like a tough one, actually, you know, and that was also another one. Player is actually a Nigerian player right now. He plays the Premier League. That was also tough. you know, because Danish club tamit, you know, made it really difficult, you know. So yeah, and those were more difficult. The rest, of course, you know, every player, every transfer is difficult because player, club, they always want to give more. They always want more. They always want to have the maximum out of everything.
Yeah.
You know, in Gambia, sometimes you know, I'm not saying any club making things difficult, you know, for me, academically, you know. So now on that things are good. Because obviously I'm always one, you know what, first step in as much as doing now for I-60, I-50, or I-30, I-15, or even 10, or even some free transfer is nothing. You understand? But then player be so I'm hopes more, but then make up. You understand? Player B, you can get, he will sell for €500,000, he will sell for €1,000,000. And then who knows, you know, €1,000,000 percentage both no, it's a lot of money than even your Nana Jai, for example. So it's more, after say that, you know, like what and that, you know, man, what and then have an understanding, and then not the good time, you know, with regards to being straight to the people that you're dealing with, you know, in terms of the transfers, you know, more or less.
Yeah. So like Buba 8 million. Is that the biggest transfer you made, or is there a bigger one?
No, the biggest was 20 million. You know, more Nigerian player. But in terms of Gambian player, yeah, Buba more different, you know. Like actually, before Buba, you know, like I'm on a Kenan, you know, Steve, Montam was close to 8 million, but I got on 8 million anyway, more or less.
Okay. Why that you like play with that?
Yeah,
why nego legend bu wad. Coach. No may Nigerian player we can do go ham. Why ñu nego legend?
Wow.
Coach.
Nakadu player. But then finally, you know, hopefully, Benex under 20 players, you know, one of these days, didn't just sign, you know, or with one of these clubs before World Cup with that. You know, which of course one time with Boston was a bit complicated because we involved with another agent and it was a total mess, you know. But sometimes Yala Japal and Kodal, you know, and yeah, they must sign a contract with that hopefully by next year before World Cup with that and go announce and
okay, yeah. Okay, guys, watch out for that announcement. There will be an announcement of one of the players coming.
No, actually two lads. Actually two lads. I say under 20. Actually two. You know.
A couple of them. Okay, so okay. So guys, watch out for that. I don't know. No, I don't know what to do. Big def seen final announcement bi xam nga rek moy lolu.
Mane chama che naka che xamoti no daf la bëgg jaay gaaw rek.
Wa garaaw. Wa coach. Xana wa jox la gas sadi some final words to before ñu ma jox Beyai xam nga final floor bi ak yoy nonu ñu close bi.
Waaw chama amna luma bëggoon a wax lu ko bëgg laaj mu tëjee fa yow jël nga ko laal tuuti moom jël na see laal tamit waaye mooy loolu like mooy regarding ngay liggéey player for example nga am contract understand nga because dañ lay gis ne two things we involved in football agent ak manager so bëgg naa boobu nga leeral ma ko tuuti rek nga laal si lu ndaw rek ñu mën a xam différence yi fu ma bëgg a gën a nga toj mooy in a case ne player mu ngi liggéey ak yow ama yow contract comme ni koy player si tamit caawa nga bala ma player tamit ay orkat lañ soo gisee man Willy yow seriously bi du ko bëgg waaye xam na li ma wax soo gisee man Willy ma lay ko su lu bëri ñu bëri dañ ko accusé Willy dafa bëgg dafa lii non Willy dafa invest xaalisam te place da nga defal gars yi lu baax suñu xasee ba génn pare nañ si yow de soo yow li nga mun mooy fi ngeen a jàppale seen force transfert li si mën a am nga am ko si mujjee bi ko ñoom suñu demee duñ la xool sax loolu mooy réalité bi yow xam nga li ma wax loolu mooy réalité bi non da ngaa
liggéey ak player sa you know nga move ko de the same player nga liggéey ak moom the time su naka bu ma ko le mooy is either nekk di amu playing time or you know or mo bëgg a génn or mo am problem that's the only time boy dégg player bi you know so that's actually true
masa te play alum borom ko yow at least every week every after game nga mën a waxtaan ak moom sa match bi tey ni la fa demee ngeen waxtaan at least anyway going back to mo wax léegi ok su dee player mu ngi liggéey yow mu nekk on contract with yow léegi another agent gis ko bëgg ko understand player bi bëgg a ñëw ne léegi kële moo ko bëgg te yow yaa ngi moom contract te kële moo ko offer mu ko jox moo yow so léegi foofu nu fa lay demee foofu lay tëjee rek.
No, I'm gonna play anybody fee in Gambia, which is actually very quite sad. People don't know the difference between an interest and an offer. Understand? So your player who like player boy one is maybe agent boy not much one. I'm not Manchester City, you're interested in you, blah blah blah. Why, did buga deal sa agent, man lang muna deal. And then you're in your head, low digger. But in fact, your agent boy buys, you understand? Or boy frustrate, put nga terminate contract. Because more the angel, but you think that you're going to an angel, why is not going that you're going to a devil? More or less. And possible pour a contract with an agent, you understand, and out of the world and terminate. Agent bo suna ke kenen la sa. Muna sue for breach of contract. Muna okay, them will see agent bo. Muto fold his hands, go move la, and then the flash sue. I understand. The flash sue because why in the contract, 10% of what fine, you're still legal entitled to pay to him. Yeah, so if I can after low dal muy low agent sa new agent boss na quote want, but you legal entitled to pay like an agent that you still contracted to, like more or less. And it happens a lot. Players in and lam na nakala din ko lang okay, chair mula sign and then chair mula yobu, let's say like Norway. Man out of the law, boy, no, chair lumna de for yo one person Norway, blah blah blah. Let's say FC Copenhagen mula buga, why FC Copenhagen man and hambugo yo deal with chair. Even though you're a man and one chair, I'm like, no, I cannot talk to chair because chair the for greedy, the for lead. Why Copenhagen in that fight, blah blah blah. Yeah, okay, but I'm out call chair and I'm 10 minutes. Not 10 minutes chair, no man, my sign la. I got fun la you. Bugma any yeah, exactly. No, in this case, my over Denmark, with Copenhagen. Bugma a team okay, the file look like this. But let's say okay, Manglawa Copenhagen and then Malawi Hobro, for example. Then what nakala no, I'm the agent more gonna complicate things. So Copenhagen they'll back out, blah blah why they get them on Hobro, Copenhagen in a certain. Players always get fooled. So in this life, kunya yolane. You understand? Kunya yolane. Man, I always tell players. You understand? Because put what they get chama.
Yeah.
I'm a player come to munge place league bifi in Gambia. Kula wana Beyai, John ma contract ma sign. No one, no single one. You understand? No single one. Can you one league contract Beyai likely. Okay. So mala move like and then them. Of course, I'm not they're not actually even signed to me. I'm gonna, you know what? Just play, no pressure. Anybody call a contract, just talk to me. So I'm sign, but no pressure player. When I'm ready to give you that contract for you to sign, I know then I'll know that your partner will take the next step. Yeah. But players you put I'm gonna get stuck, sign with people, and then next week then it's a problem. One money signing a contract with an agent is bad, but then you kind of so if I can come the farm understanding more or less, can the contact, ngana kon wala ki mo wa mo and then try to find a way. Nam ko mo fast interest why come ne so contact no man play the club pare take amo dara mo just sit down fold in his hands. Lol moy the problem that, more or less. But yeah, overall that I think players should be wise up and hopefully, people that they're dealing with will be straight with them. Man, I'll be straight with them, Chair will be straight with them. But not everyone will be straight with them, for example. Because obviously, I'm not saying the highest neko for small movie play out of Gambia, but them maybe they am 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 euro. But what's 5,000 euro, for example? Yeah. When I'm not a player, so they may move to the next step. I'll be getting 50,000 euro for like minimum. I'm not playing anybody fee, nobody. I buy a ticket for them to go. I pay for their visa fees. I pay everything. Some of them I'm in chance be okay. Maybe Ben and agent this land they sign, which is not a problem. But I always tell players that what I'm offering you, no agent on this earth will offer it to you. No agent on this earth, because I'm not sacrifice my money put love. So kunekata with this like it's all kunekata actually more or less.
Etc. Yeah.
Yeah.
But why diga. We're getting we're musing am so we got 2 hours. They 2 hours.
Ciao. Ciao, I'm not to the beer.
Okay.
wala ko laaj
waaw
mooy ne léegi comme war naa ne su place yi beneen agent ñëw mu génn léegi na agent dañu mën a liggéey for exemple tey yow nga amee caama ok George Mendes ñëw ne bëgg na caama waaye yaa ko xam ne yaa ko si yoo la jaar caama laa bëgga léegi yéen nan yaa ko George Mendes da ngeen mën a am deal ngeen d'accord moom mu jël caama mu am lu mu laa compensé ndalaan
non tontu naa la fa war naa la ne player bi su demee ak sign ak George Mendes for example I understand and then yow tamit le contrat George Mendes su ko muy si close sa player bi
George Mendes du la wax player bi si yow la moo ñëw mu ngi la léegi man dama bëgg sa player
kan agent bi
waaw
oh yeah of course co representation of player am again naka caama mu ngi dem si transfer am affaire bi and then this naka like gis players yi war naa fa ne am na players am ne they're not on there but I still work with them you understand and loolu yëpp co representation la am na ñeneen ñoo xam ne for example George Mendes su ñëwee wane ok dafa bëgg a remove Steve from modesty transfer naka la transfer market and then yóbbu ko to George Mendes naka transfer market why because xam naa ne ok if George Mendes su demee to club wane maa ngi Steve Garden transfer market am gis lifin it adds more weight rather than the same club bu bëgg a Steve man ma dem di wax club bi they won't even talk to me even though ñu ngi bëgg a player bi how I understand so co-representation of player am am na players yu bëri ñoo xam ne ñu ngi under transfer naka la under modesty you understand and then naman pour génne gars dem naka yóbbu gaa si naka laa si beneen transfer market a player like James Gomez I still work with him you understand but caama dem na si transfer market gis na ne James nekk ko fa mu ngi under maybe soo ko saa di nga gis mu ngi under another company but I'm a decision maker
I had a photo with you and him I wanted to post it but because of loolu noonu ma ne ok kii nekkul si liste bi du ma ko fa dugal
no like naka laa yeah exactly like a player like Steve move some yep is a co-representation with Nakala with other agents. So in as much as agent one and okay, can you get together? That's it. And then okay, after say what time how do you see the player? More explain, more likely. So next agent one okay, he's looking for making money out of the player. And you know what smart ideology is actual ideology, it's not the same. You understand? In as much as you get for hires, but if you want to earn more than the player, it makes no sense. I'm not agent. I come and tell them, listen, you know what? You have the power to move this player. Man, you're just 70%. I'll take 30% of the commission, which I have no problem with. Buba them na underlek for 8 million. There's a whole lot of transfer. Transfer. There's a whole lot of commission that has been paid, more than close to €500,000. But I never even made up to 50,000. You won't believe, and that's the fact. Because obviously when it was time to move, I was like, okay, you know what? In as much as the man, I'll take the credit and the Marco move. Exactly, because that hit is what is going to help me tomorrow. I can meet or approach any player or any agent or any club one day. You know what? Player B, I was involved in moving to this particular club. I think Harrisburg doesn't come straight to me. You understand? But Lolieb, I was using it as a repetition, exactly, and something like that my booster. So. I want to not answer a question with you, or you still want me to explore further? So yeah, co-representation now that play muna. Agent muna okay, likely. But first thing, some agents they know mandate la buga. Okay, mandate for okay, I need a money for this country or for this club. I like agents who come and tell me I need a mandate for your player for let's say Slavia Prague. You understand? Sing at the move, I'm not anyway. Man, I'm on direct access to clubs and then man, and the Bugonenko. You understand? And even Austria and even Belgium.
Yeah.
But Moto Mahalan, you know what? So let me say club B, Nako make or likely not development and like not continue. This like swap and I've been checked when I listen, you know what? I'm not kidding. Man, I didn't even tell this guy that sing at a small player, but then agent Moko forward. Imagine I've been an agent. I understand. So mom, he was working with that particular agent on Singate. Mato benefit man, you know what? Check I am contact him. You know what? Likely. I'm not offers, but Mandi this direction that I want. He has to go somewhere where he will play just step by step, and then eventually not play in a bigger competition. When this boy is not your player, what do you mean? When no. He's the player of one agent. Really, Manako, this is the name of the player. Call him, ask him, who is your agent, this guy or Modu? You know?
Yeah.
He's not the player, I'm begging you. Lama yun ko exactly. Mo ko singate mo man naka Beyai la ham. Mo magene gyama mo naka mom la liga. And any agent who contact na Beyai la ko lewa. I understand. So mo would apologize. But to a point in that moment, agent bobu ko long what about naka agent bolong just singate ko like the correct requirement to this guy. I'm going which of course it happens a lot. The fact them and then hamne okay, Slavia planning interested. Then the man contact directly. Ne my buga mandate or my buga new league. I'm Slavia Prague. Not do I'm not going to
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah,
But the farm make as if ne momo is a deal.
Yeah.
So much more contact and like this guy and check work on it, play every day like Joko, all the offers that I had on the table, work on it, overseeing it. But so buga is so many is something we speak to the club. You know what ideas they have for the player, we'll do it. So lolo bum hewe after this check guy when listen, kimo mo if you play with and even though I'm not a bad relationship with him, man, listen, you know what? If you want to work with him, fine, but you work with him on this player to Slavia, forget it. You know, don't worry, I'll see how to handle it. And then you know, what happened is agent bukolong propose player, mo nyo demo contact. Na man am yak nek man ko koy wahal deal. Listen, deal bala yo ngay wax ham na ko cause din naka def nañ business like several times. So basically dal market be it's
crazy,
or business be dal like it's crazy, but of course so I mean one or two partners they're trustworthy. It's always easy. Very, very easy. Very, very easy. And Lumawa sharing I see everything that he's doing. I see all the players that he's taking. I understand. Some of the players, actually Kennedy guy, 100 different agents wanted them, 100 different clubs wanted them. But of course, she trying like even once I book on to be really honest, but she trying to open up somewhere, which I'm very much happy.
Yeah.
And low time I'm not following the players' progress because player progress I'm to them and make man, I use it as a starting point. So go make it. And as I'm he's doing very well. I'm not contact Chair, listen, you know what, player will clearly. And then Chair will have the right to say, okay, let's do it. I have something better, which is fine. So after I said that we can all try to do one or two things together, and then whenever I see that I have something that fits the qualities of player Chebi, I will take Chair not just telephone manager and like Lila then it's up to him now to say Moilul. But probably Gabriel, 3/4 of the transfer that have been made, most of them are done based in partnership with another person. Players like transfer like all these big moves that you see Premier League, most of them are not even done by one agent. Because clubs see they trust them. So then you want okay, I need this player, so go contact agent B and blah blah blah. So it's all business with that. It's all having an understanding and working working together.
Yeah, definitely. Che, diga nga. Satisfying.
Yaga na.
Why? Anyways, like then mun nañu xam nga mun nañ ko call a day. But first of all, like Beyai, thank you very much for coming to the Jollof Football Bantaba YouTube channel. Usually our shows last about 1 hour, but this one went over 2 hours. But yeah, it was worth it. I would say it was worth it because like this is new to Gambian football. This is new to most of us. So it is good to clarify a lot of things. Because maybe some of the footballers are listening. They have aspire to go somewhere. Some of the people who aspire to be an agent, something like that, maybe they are listening. So there's a whole host of people, like different type of like diverse people. So how many people the last time I'm because I know you are not just into the agency thing. Like you are into the like. When it comes to understanding of the game itself, you have a very good understanding of the game itself. So, no them gonna hang out coach for some time, young journalist and things like that. So you have this vast experience. So sometimes I'm invited on another date. You shed more lights on about Gambian football and things like that. Because you feel you promote Gambian football. So thank you very much for joining us on the Jello Football Bantaba YouTube channel. Coach.
Chama man li ma ko bëgg a wax rek mooy officiel dama ko ñibbi dégg ko na prepare contract xam ne damaa ñu mu management man as a coach mu nekk sama agent so prepare jël ma
wow no loolu du problème, you know, like loolu du problème. Actually yàgg naa liggéey with coaches, you know. Gambia fu mu ne Ghana yóbbu naa indi coach. But like chair mu ngi mention benn coach naka chair mu ngi mention naka benn coach si transfer market bi, you know, nala you know, okay, la xam naa amuñ time but nala explain loolu naka la okay. He's a Spanish coach, okay? Yeah. So Sheikh Jamal this club in Bangladesh. Ñoo long coach.
Yeah.
Okay, and then once you coach, you know, bottom club be naka chairman will contact me. And then okay, I was saying who exactly can I recommend? Madam online, you know, say LinkedIn, and then I started to start just coach, you know, just coaches. Madal see key profile. I'm gonna call listen. I am an interest. I'm not promising you anything. I understand, but likely more fun. Are you interested? I'm gonna go if I'm club. They found it to be very interesting. You know, guy in no, then book a no, you're not gonna talk to him. You know, you did everything with me. You know, so I was able to manage them back up for negotiation, and then with them. But this coach, how much put what I dig up? How much we never spoke, we never worked in academy. And then there's another guy who's a sports director. You know, actually right now he's part of one of the biggest clubs in Belgium. I could like more club because then it's more my confidentiality. You know, but it also started it also started the same way. You know, so with regards to openings for coaches, you know, I always have that. But the thing is, Buguma Jil body ball like together. How many understand? Even recently there is a club in Egypt, you get for a coach or a technical director for Gassin Academy, a very, very good club in a very, very good location in Egypt. You know, one of the tourist places in Egypt. Do Cairo, do Alexander, do Ismailia, you know, but in a very, very good place. I'm the tourist for them. But the thing is, you know, Putman FSC has to, it has to fit. No matter, the one I understand, some of these coaches, when they, coaches in Gambia, you know, I'm saying interested, well, I want to be attached to the national team, I want to be attached to this. Bro, like you limiting your capacity. You know, you don't want to learn, you don't want to expose yourself. That's why I always and will always respect our money. You know, but then where is he now? Matan Boy is the same thing. But all the coaches, okay, sorry for saying all, but most of them are just, you know, particularly coaching association of Chef Mboka. Yeah, you know, we have to try to be affiliated with the national teams and blah, blah, blah. Like, sorry, bro, you're just wasting your time. Work hard to try and go and coach even a team in Senegal second division. This night Senegal is coach the number by Senegal, no coach Gambia. But why not our government coach is going to coach in Senegal? Are they better than us? No. But we are too much incapacitated. We're just comfortable with where we are. Yeah. And it's the same old thing happening in Gambian football, where a coach of 10 years ago will be rotating different teams. You know, and then nothing young Japanese football in Gambia. No, you're not. You know, you're not. You know, but hopefully, you know, the rest coming, you know, the rest coming, like mention the perspective. But when you look at it, the coaching scenario here in Gambia for the past 10 years, it's the same faces. Definitely. Same old faces. Which I'm not saying but another young ambitious one. You know, it's a prayer, and I hope, you know, things will change, you know, with time. That.
Yeah, hopefully. Yes,
yeah.